Alrighty. I think we are a go, I believe. I think. One can hope. I think we're good. Yes, sir. Alright. Hold on. My game sound is turned off. Yeah, let me fix that really quickly. Turned off game sound because my iron farm that I built is freaking loud as hell. Yes, there we go. I think we're all good. Audio levels are good. I assume. Mic level good. Game audio is good. Spotify is a go. Jerry Connors, yo, my mans, welcome to the stream. I think we're all good. I do believe we are all good. What was the last thing I did? I think the last thing I was doing was I was gonna build some hoppers. A few more hoppers. And then I was gonna build a. I need a lot more hoppers actually. Let's do like that. That many. 8 should be good. And then let's make a few more chests. What texture pack I'm using, I'm assuming you're saying? I am using the actions and stuff texture pack on Bedrock. I believe it's called. I think. It gives you all these cool, like, okay, I just T-posed for a second, but all these cool running animations and jumping animations. Pretty cool swimming animations. It's pretty dope. Alright, I have all this. And now I have the chests. So now the idea is I'm gonna try to make a system for this copper farm that I have. Plan is it's still going. Let's turn it off actually because it doesn't need to be on. What we're gonna do is we're going to put some more chests here. So that it has to fill this up first, and then this, and then this. And now I want a hopper here. That leads into, but I want this hopper to only take rotten flesh, you know? So if I think it's 41. Hold on. Gotta look this up. It's been a while since I did this. I do this again? Okay. So I need redstone. What is this? Does it tell me if I hover over it fast enough? No? Or long enough? You would think it would. I don't think it does. Okay. Well, I need redstone. So we're gonna go grab some redstone really quickly. I need, and we're gonna just dump all of this rotten flesh in here for right now. I need redstone torches. I need redstone. And then I need some cobblestone. I need to make some furnaces. Do I have any coal? I do. Perfect. Alright. So we have these furnaces. We're going to put some coal in there. And we're going to smelt some cobblestone to smooth stone. Because I need a repeater, a comparator, a redstone torch, and I assume that's 3 redstone. I think. So we're gonna do that. Let's see. Ooh, for a comparator. How do you make a comparator again? Comparator? Yeah, you need nether quartz, which I don't have. Ooh, that's rough. Wait, I think I know where some is that I can get really easily. Do I have any sticks, though? No, I'll have to make some sticks. Let's sleep first so that I don't... no creepers spawn and ruin my day. Let's make some sticks, and then let's just make 4 of these. I'm gonna need more of those, actually, because I need... Let's make 6. Okay. Oh. There's a timer telling me my cup of tea that I'm brewing is done. It will have to wait. We're gonna grab some quartz. Hello? Can I... Why are you here? Can I help you? This is my quartz, sir. I'm gonna have to ask you to leave it alone. Beautiful. Now we go back through. There's 2 of you? Why is, huh? What the hell? There's 3 of you. There's 4 of you. What the frick? How many of you are there? Why are there so many wandering traders? What is happening? I'm so confused. I'm confused and slightly scared. If I'm being real right now. I'm confused and slightly scared. Oh, frick. Launched myself a little too far that time. Okay, so. How does one... So does that mean... Take this out. This one has to is the one that we need to break. It needs to be facing what? So I need that facing the comparator. So do I have blocks? We're gonna hope that this is enough wood for this to work. Okay, so comparator facing which way? Facing this way. Turned on or off? Turned off. Okay. And then this faces that and has some, I need to name some items, I think. And then, okay, so that comparator is there. Redstone, redstone. Redstone, redstone. Break this one. Oh, this is about to get real sketchy. Hold on. I should have probably done this a bit differently, but whatever. Is that where I want that placed? I'm gonna place that right there too, just in case. Because once that's there, I can use this as kind of like a base. So then, I do that. Redstone there. Okay. And then hold on. And then we really quickly do this so that I can build down here. Yeah, so that's where the redstone is. If that's where the redstone is, then I need to do like there's a tower here, so I need to do something like that, and break that. Oh, frick! Spooky. Almost just died. We're good. I'm not sure if that would have actually killed me or not. I'd rather not test it out. Okay, so now that I have that, repeater goes there, looking into that block, and a redstone torch goes there, looking into that block, and then we can mine this stuff. I'm also going to, that's a, not the pickaxe I want to use. Hold on. Oh, there we go. That works. Let's get rid of this tower, because we don't really need it anymore. There we go. That's just the water that leads up to that. So now that we have that, I believe how it works is Hopper 1, which is, I'm guessing, that one, contains 41 items and 4 cheap items stackable to 64 in the other slots. Renaming the 4 items is recommended, so I need to, let's just use like sticks. Sticks would work. Right, let's just use 4 sticks, and then let's use this anvil and call these sticks. I would be very, very surprised if an item called "You shall not pass" in all caps, no spaces, and it happened to be a stick, but ever finds its way into this system. If it does, the entire system breaks, but we're gonna hope that doesn't break. Dark Galaxy, yo, welcome to the stream, my man. How you doing? can break this now. Now, I need 41 rotten flesh. Right there. And 4 sticks named You Shall Not Pass. There we go. And then, I need a, like, I'm thinking a dispenser. Thinking a dispenser that shoots out the... Would a dispenser work? Yeah, a dispenser that gets rid of the rotten flesh by, like, tossing it into some lava or something. I feel like that's the way to go here. You know? I feel like that's the way to go. Whee! So let's go see what it takes. I don't understand why there's so many of these. Dispenser. I think it's a dispenser, right? Or is it a dropper? I think it's a dispenser. I think it is. I think it's a dispenser. I need to make up some more sticks to do a bow. There we go. Doing good. How about you? I'm doing pretty good. Meant to start the stream about like 30 minutes earlier, but I was vibing to Epic the Musical and kind of forgot what time it was. So yeah, that's rough. Sam Studio, welcome, my mans. How many mods am I using? I'm using 0 mods, actually. This is purely just vanilla with a texture pack turned on. Usually I play with mods, but I don't really vibe with any of the Bedrock mods, so. What am I doing? Dispenser? Dispenser? I need cobblestone. Luckily, I still have a stack of it left. Okay, dispenser. Now, I need the dispenser on a clock. Redstone clock. Let's see. Rapid pulsar. What does this do? Yo, Axomations! Welcome, my mans! Get any animation done today, or we waiting to do that for later? Yeah, listening to Epic, the musical based off of the Odyssey by Rick. I forgot the dude's name. I was working on a Mother's Day video. Hell yeah. Blobby, welcome to the stream. Hello, my mans. Okay, we're gonna try this, I guess. Oh, wait. Let's see. Got a favorite favorite epic song. Scylla is pretty damn good. But I also love suffering into what's it called? Different Beast into Scylla. Those 3 songs are just kind of a banger to listen to one after another. And then Hold Them Down and Odysseus, I listen to those 2 together as well, since they're just bangers. Don't you remember me from 3 months ago? I vaguely remember your username, yes. Though it's been a long time since I last streamed, so forgive me. There'll be probably some usernames that I have forgotten. Let's see. I need 2 more redstone torches, a piece of redstone dust, and then my way. So redstone dust there. Okay, and then what if I eat the Nothing happened. You all didn't see anything, alright? You all saw nothing. Nothing just occurred. Alright? Nothing occurred. Okay, that works. So that's what we're gonna do. There. Do you know what Ultra Killer is? Ultra Kill? I do know what Ultra Kill is. It is a freaking first-person shooter, right? I hear good things about it. Fast-paced. About a robot who likes freaking parrying literally everything. Thoughts on Sonic the Hedgehog? He's cool. He a cool guy. Cordia, hello! Welcome to the stream. Okay, so... How does one... I think this is how one does. We do that. What? What? No, that I don't. Okay, well, obviously that isn't working. Why you no work? I'm very confused. What did I do wrong? What did I do wrong here? Hold on. Hold on. What have I done wrong? Is this not... I love anything redstone, but bro, redstone is so confusing to me. It makes 0 sense. That's why I always have to watch freaking tutorials. Cassie, hey! How's it going? What horror games do you like in a game and what do you dislike in a game? Like, what do I like in a horror game and what do I not like in a horror game? Hold on. Is that... Uh, what do one thing I don't like in horror games is excessively done chase scenes, to the point where I no longer feel any terror from the chase scenes, because I'm like, it's just overdone at this point. Like Poppy Playtime. Poppy Playtime is just chasing, and then chasing, and then chasing, and maybe a few puzzles here and there, but majority of it is just chase, freaking chase section. Let's see. How the frick does this work? I have this. This works, right? This should work. Things I do like in horror games would probably be atmosphere and storytelling. Those are my two favorite things. If anyone wants to know Elite's resource back, it's called Actions and Stuff. Yes, indeed. Thank you, exclamations. Alright, see you later, Axo. Have a good day. Okay. I don't know. How the frick? Why is my chat so delayed? I could not tell you. That would be a YouTube thing that I do not know the answer to. I think, okay, so, hold on. So we've got, I'm confused, I'm already confused. Top hopper is filled as shown. Okay. Must be pointed away from the bottom hopper, otherwise it pushes items into the bottom hopper. When enough items fill the top hopper, the bottom hopper is unpowered, so that it can remove the extra items. Note that some methods, okay. Okay. This is supposed to be lit up, I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure this is supposed to be on. Gotta go see ya. Bye, Sam Studios. Have a good one, my mans. Pretty sure this is supposed to be on, but I don't know. Oh. I've messed this entire thing up. That's why. No, not the torch. Okay. I messed the entire thing up. My bad. My bad, fam. Hold up. Wait a minute. Let's see. Cause then I'm gonna do this, right? And then I'm gonna do that and this, and then hold up. Yeah, okay, and then we have torch go there, redstone go here, and then repeater go here, facing that way. Hold up. I think we've got it, ladies and gentlemen. I think we've got it. Hold on. Okay, so now if I put this here, and I put this here and this here. Yes. Yeah. Okay. This one's closed though. Right. And then when it opens, it'll let it through here, which will put it in here. Okay. Dark Galaxy, what am I building? I currently am trying to make it so that my drowned farm that I have, which I'm gonna put a torch up there, up here, so that I can actually see up there a little bit better. I'm trying to make it so that it, I can get rid of all of this, where is it? All of the rotten flesh that it gets, because I don't care about rotten flesh. I don't want it. I just want copper and tridents. The amount of tridents that I've gotten here is insane. This is an insane amount of tridents. We're gonna grab a few of them and go repair them, actually. Whee! Whee! I mainly want copper. I don't know why the frick there are so many tridents, but I guess I'm gonna be gifting everyone on this server a trident, because damn. I have too many now. When do you ever need this many tridents, dude? What the frick? But so what I'm trying to do is I've been trying to make a system where it filters out, or it like puts all the stuff in these chests, but it filters out all of the rotten flesh. And then the rotten flesh is gonna go into this dispenser, which will be spat out into like some lava here, I think, is the plan. That's the plan. And that way I'll just have copper, nautilus shells, and tridents, and apparently fishing rods as well. Apparently that's a thing. So to do that, we now need, I don't have enough. I'm pretty sure there was I dropped a redstone torch down here, right? Yes, I did. Okay. Zoom, zoom, zoom. Okay, so now we put that there. Put that there, that there, that there, that there. That there, that there. There, and that there. And then we just put this there. That makes the torches to start freaking out, right? Yeah, yeah. And then right here is where we will put a bucket of lava, which I need to go grab. Let's go grab a bucket of lava real quick. Bucket. Actually, I'm gonna grab these buckets. I'm gonna make an extra bucket so that I can go and keep 5 of them at my base for when I need to do my super smelter. Bruh. Alright, let's see. Oh, frick. It's the Dizzy portal again. There we go. Let's go over here. Hello, Amber. Perfect. 1 thing of lava. That's exactly what we needed. Is there still copper in here smelting? There is. Too bad it ain't gonna finish right now, because I got other places to be. Okay. go in here with our bucket of lava. And then we should be totally done with the drown farm, which is awesome. That means we've got a drown farm and an iron farm. I think close enough together where they both run when I'm on the island. I believe. I hope. That's the hope. What happened to your llamas, man? Are they still in the nether? Did you leave your llamas in the nether? It's crazy. Alright. Lava. And now we're gonna test it by putting that in there. Yes, sir. It's tossing it right into the lava. We love that. Beautiful. Perfect. Exquisite, even. So now, I also have this impaling trident now. We're gonna really quickly launch ourselves up here. Oh, frick. Okay, my bad. Launch ourselves up here is what I wanted to do. Whoops. Didn't mean to pick that one up. That's the wrong one. Where's the impaling 2? Let's throw the impaling 2 one right there. And then let's throw the impaling 1 right there. And then let's flick it on. And now it should be killing both the and now this has a constant flow of rotten flesh in it. It has copper in it. Let's get rid of all the rotten flesh. There's a fishing rod. Alrighty. Hell yeah. Just throw the rotten flesh in there so it just slowly chucks that out. Beautiful. Beautiful. We love that. So now we have our drown farm completely done. So far it has gained us almost 2.5 stacks of copper. That's not too that ain't too inspiring, but it's okay, you know. It's a source of copper that I can just AFK overnight for, and we can hope that that it adds up over time. Cause I'm gonna be real, if it don't, then we're gonna have issues. AKA, I'm gonna have to go mining for copper. And I don't want to do that. I do not want to mine for copper. I will, but I don't want. There's some copper that we can smelt here. Okay, well, now that that's happening. What do you mean OBS Studio just disconnected and is reconnecting? Huh? Is the live stream still good? Are we live? Frick, what just happened? OBS, why did you give me that notification? Oh dear lord. Okay. We're good, we're good. YouTube is running fine. OBS is good. Okay, we're good. OBS just be freaking trolling me, bro. What the frick? That's rude, OBS. Can't believe you would do this to me. Okay, well, we're gonna really quickly do search something up really quickly before I let's see. Okay, I will be back, ladies and gentlemen. Where's the right here? There it is. Beautiful. See, back to game. Alright. Sleep in the bed. Okay. Morning. Let's see. What do I have? Blocks wise. We're gonna use netherrack since it's easy to get and easy to see. So let's get rid of all the stuff that I don't need in my inventory right at the moment. Okay. And how are you here and not burning? It's under some blocks, I suppose. Oh, rip! Don't explode, mother muffin. Okay, so where's my phone? We're gonna pull up some reference images, some references of the Maw. Let's see. So, and then the Maw guests. Where's that scene that I'm looking for that you see the guests like coming into the ship from the inside, not the one where you see them coming from the outside? Where is that? have no idea. So we're gonna wing it from memory, boys. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna wing it from memory. Frick. Okay. Well, first of all, that usually this would be taller, and they would have a giant ass ramp going from the ship that they're on up into like the thing. We're not. I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna just have the stairs start here and have some stairs go up. That's what we're gonna do. So, where's the middle? Right here. This is the middle. So, we're gonna have the stairs start like right. I mean, like probably right here. And that's how many blocks? 3 blocks away from that. Okay. 1, 2, 3, like that. And then just have them go up. And then maybe they get like skinnier as they go up, maybe? I think maybe if they get skinnier as they go up. Like this. Maybe, possibly. Like that maybe. That might look good. That might look good. I hear that guy's a great composer of music. That man Bach. I'm sorry. That was bad. Okay, and then wait, no. And then Duke, right? Yeah, and then Duke, and Duke, and Duke. Okay. I think it needs to be thinner still. It needs to be thinner even still. So we're gonna move in one more. Go in. Wait, no. We're going to break that one. And then go in. There we go. Go up 2. Go in. And this should be good. I think that should be good. That might even be too skinny. We'll see. We'll see. Depends on how wide I want the freaking hallways to be, I suppose. Right? We'll see. I wrote that way because of... Oh, okay. Cool. I'm glad I picked up on the pun. I do love myself a good pun. Fire guy, what's up, my mans? How you doing? Welcome to the stream. Okay, so is the girl next to you a real person or you made her up? She is a character from the Shattered Isles. So yes, made up. So technically, me sitting on the couch is also made up. I look nothing like that. Okay, there we go. So, what are we thinking? We thinking this is a grand enough looking staircase? I think it's pretty big staircase. I think this works. Alrighty, my mans. Thank you for dropping by, Fire Guy. Have a good day. Damn, getting a lot of iron. So now we just need the wood for it. Which unfortunately means that we need to go harvest some trees. As tedious as that may be. Where am I? There we go. Gotta go grab some spruce. Right. There it is. Okay. Let's go. Hello, all of you librarians. I feel like my frames drop significantly when I'm at my base, and I don't know why. Is it because of all the villagers? Might be. Or it might be because of all the pumpkins and melons that are just laying on the ground on my pumpkin and melon farm because the chests are full. That might also be it. Let's see, I don't need an arrow. Why do I have an arrow on me? What am I doing? Spruce? We're grabbing spruce. Spruce logs, spruce planks. We're going to grab a ton of spruce saplings. And we're actually going to go ahead and plant a ton of them. Alright, next to each other. They have to have space to grow. I'm gonna plant just a buttload of these, and then, we'll harvest them all when they're grown. There we go. I might have enough bones to actually meal them. That might be a possibility. We will see. First, we must sleep because it is becoming dark. Up the stairs. You just have a single egg in that chest. Yes. Let's see how many bones I have. Almost 2 stacks. Do I have any bone meal? No. Okay. Let's see how much we can get from this. I'm freaking crawling under the leaves, just bone meal and everything. It's hilarious. Yeah, out from under the leaves. Sorry, iron golems. Oh wait, actually. These two first, and then that one, and then this one. There you go. Any more I can bone meal? It's the ones over here. that one. Put me in this one, and this one, and this one, and this one. There we go. Now time to get to work chopping. This there, so I can place that down again if trees are a little too big for me to just do it while standing. Chop, chop, chop. Sing the diggy diggy hole theme, but I'm not digging any holes. I don't think it would really work for chopping trees. Dwarves aren't known for chopping trees. I'm accidentally gonna smack one of these iron golems. I mean, they're just gonna fling me in the air to send me for a ride. Okay, so far, we're close to 2 stacks. I'd say we probably are at 2 stacks now once the trees, or the leaves disappear and all the logs that are stuck on them fall down. Let's see. Still all these guys left. Just a few more chop down on the side. I think this is the last tree. I do believe. Ready, which means we just wait for all these leaves to decay. Oh wait, nope, there's a few more. How many more? One more, I think. Just this one. This is the last tree. There we go. We ended up with, damn! We ended up with 4.5 stacks, alright. Hell yeah. Well, hello there, Swag Doggo. My mans, welcome to the stream. How you been? Let's chop these ones down. And then let's actually bone meal these ones. 2. Damn, this tree is taking a lot of bone. Damn, okay. If you're gonna be that hungry for bone meal, I ain't gonna give you any more. Give you the 4 left. There we go. Glad to hear you're doing good. And don't worry about not watching the live stream for me. You're chilling. You are chilling. Let's see. Hell yeah. We always love to hear that. Respect the animation grind. What you've been animating, my mans? Damn, there's a lot of saplings. Okay. Hell yeah, congratulations! Almost 500. My mains. Also, a pilot to a show? You making a show? And you didn't tell me? What is this? You tell me these things, man. You gotta tell me these things. That's dope as hell. What's the show gonna be about, if I may ask, without spoilers? There's a log. Crap. Get the log. Get the log. Can I get that one too? There we go. Beautiful, beautiful. Alright, what did we end up with in total? We ended up with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5.5 stacks. Almost perfectly. Not quite perfectly, because we get a little bit of extra from this one. A person who turned into a potato chip. That is a very intriguing freaking sentence for a show pilot. I definitely need to watch it when it comes out. So many questions. Why a potato chip? How the freak is it, like a Pickle Rick situation? Is that what's happening here? That's freaking hilarious. It had a face. Interesting, interesting. Okay. Let's make a whole stack worth, a whole stack of logs worth of stairs really quickly. I think that should be good for now, actually. So let's start small and start the stairs. Let's see. Okay. I can definitely put in a word for you with the owner of this realm. Ask him if a buddy of mine can join, since I am not the owner, but I can definitely ask. As long as you ain't gonna grief anything, I think we'll be fine. And I don't think you're that kind of guy, so I trust you. I trust you. I say with freaking a stack of soul sand and wither skulls at the ready in case anybody tries to grief anything. I will let you know the realm when I get the good to go from the owner, which I will ask here in a second. And yeah, I am using OBS Studio to stream right now. Damn. This is like a crazy freaking stairwell. Is the Minecraft the realm? It is Bedrock, if that's what you're wondering, yeah. It is indeed Bedrock Minecraft. But, I mean, if you... I don't know how you can stream on console either. I am currently playing on PC, but I think there's probably a way to do it on Xbox, I would assume. I've seen people do it before. I just have no idea how. Almost there. Just this. And then that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6. Wait a minute. 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 Something's wrong here. Something's off. The count is off. What? What did I do? Okay, hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Everybody, hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, 4. 1, 2, 3. 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Alright, so 4, 3, right? It was 4, 3, 3, 2. This one is 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. 1. Oh, I see. Okay. We're okay. Alright. Everything's okay. We just gotta do this. That's all. We just gotta extend this by 1. I was scared for a second. I was like, oh no. I've messed up the stairs. It's all over. It's all over, boys. Oh, dear Lord. Spooked me. Okay, let's see. That should probably be enough to finish that, right? I think so. Let's finish this bit up, and then let's mine that one up, and finish that up. There we go. Beautiful. And we'll just do this right here. Whoops. There we go. Cool. So now we can see it in all of its glory. Hold on. Let me on the boat. There we go. There's a giant ass staircase. I also don't need this here. I know that the stairs is what lead to the homeland. Dude, if you want to get paid for animation, Go on. Okay. How would one go about, I think dark oak would be a good thing to put on the side here for the railings. I think dark oak would be good. Would it though? Would it be good? Because the walls are going to be dark oak. So if the railings are also dark oak, we gotta look at the pictures again. The pictures of the maw. Let's see. What does the inside look like? What does the dining area look like? Because there's this. Where's the dining area? Hold on. Dining area. You got paid? Hell yeah. Round of applause for Swag Doggo. My mans. Congratulations. How the frick do these look? Okay, so that's the floor. The floor is like spruce colored. For sure. The railings, they seem like they're like a mahogany, but there's no like mahoganies in Minecraft. There's redwood. Straight up like maroon red, but like there's no actual mahogany wood. So how does one replicate? I feel like the closest to mahogany is dark oak in vibes, you know? Like that, so I guess we're gonna have to go for it, and we'll see how it looks when it's done. We're gonna see. Let's also put this here. Hell yeah! Was it a commission that you did? Okay. Well, now that that's like okay. So now that we've done that, let's make a ton of a buttload, just an absolute buttload of planks. Nom 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 nom. And let's unfortunately the iron farm has immediately gotten in the way of the building. It's fine. We're okay, so this hold on. Bro, it's getting dark again. I feel like I just slept. What the frick? Hold on. We gotta figure out how tall the floors are gonna be, because I don't think, well, I do like the look of the really high ceilings for like the engine rooms. That would be a cool look for sure. But like, it doesn't need to be that high, you know? Maybe it does need to be that. But if that's the case, then that means, because otherwise, if I was to fit two, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, about 14 blocks, 14, right? 14 divided by 2 is 7, right? So That means that each floor is about six blocks tall. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Are you okay? It's daytime. Why are you attacking me when it's daytime? Okay. I'm just gonna drink my tea while this transpires. Rest in peace. So 6. That's 6. That's 6 blocks. Is this... Do we feel like this is a tall enough ceiling for, like... For, like, a kitchen, maybe. I feel like for the kitchens, this would be tall enough. But... For... the down... like, the very bottom with, like, the engine rooms and stuff, you know? I don't think that would be tall enough. But... Hold up. We are literally floating, and we have a ton of space under us. We can always go down. I have a ton of sponges now. I cleared out a temp... Where are my sponges? I think I put them in my base. Okay. Is that what we do? I think that's what we do. And then the dining room will be up there, and it will be kind of have some high ceilings too. And then up above that, we'll have yeah. Okay. So. So. I wish there was, like, an actual layout of the Maw I could look up, because I don't think there is. Let's see. Oh, hold up. The ladies' quarters. Guest area. Okay, apparently the guest area is the tallest. Or is one of the tallest, so that's good. However, if we were to make this accurate, I'm looking at this now. I'm looking at an actual diagram of the Maw. If we were to make this accurate, this whole giant ass thing I just built, 90% of this would be the dining area / guest area. And then the very top of it would be the ladies' quarters. And then we would just go underwater, and it would be like, we'd have to mine out that until, like, we had enough space to fit, like, 3 more of those down as it gets skinnier and skinnier. And then, okay, so I am now just realizing that this is going to be a very inaccurate portrayal of the Maw. But you know what? It's fine. It's okay. We'll go with it, you know, because I don't want to have to do all of that. So, dining area. It's already going to be big enough as is. Dining area will be here on this floor. Ladies' quarters will be up above. Then, down below us will be the kitchen. And what? Kitchen, janitor's workshop, and the prison is below the kitchen. So, the kitchen is apparently, if this is the door, the kitchen is in this quadrant. This quadrant is the kitchen. Then the quadrant underneath that is the prison. This quadrant is the janitor's place, and underneath that is, like, the engines and where the gnomes are, and then I have no idea what's behind those. We might just have to just make some stuff up. We'll see. Okay, well, if that's the case, then let's start building the floor for the kitchen. Let's start doing that. Let's kind of start blocking this out. Now let's start blocking the kitchen out. because it's gonna be over here, right? This is where it's gonna be. So I think let's kind of block this out a little bit. Let's get the interior like dimensions. Okay, so like that, yeah. Okay, so now let's look up the actual kitchens, because kitchens, because there's like multiple of them. So, but the main one, the most famous one, well, you go into this one first. So, and then you go to the right of it to get to the main one. So that means that one's going to be over here. So let's focus on that a little bit real quick. Let's come over here. Okay. So like over here is where I'm thinking it's going to be, maybe. Because I feel like the main one is gonna be here. Let's do the main one first, because that's gonna be like the biggest one and like the most important one to get down. So let's do that one. And so that one is pretty damn big. Let's start it right here. I think would be a good spot to do this. Because we need enough room for the outside of it, while also having enough space for the kitchen to be big, you know? So that, and then this can come like all the way over here, honestly. Maybe even longer, actually, like to here. Would that work? Because this is the floor though, which means it's gonna have to go up, which means, so no, that wouldn't work. Okay, hold on. Hold on. Frick are y'all though? Why are you all zombie villagers? What's that all about? Huh? What the heck? Okay. Hold on. Let's use this. Still use this as this one that I'm standing on as a. Oh frick. Okay. My bad. Frick. Let's get rid of all this. And then let's pick up all of the wood. Don't want to let that go to waste. Get rid of the rotten flesh out of my inventory. Get that crap out of here. Where's all the wood that fell in the water? There's a little bit right there. I think there's some over there. That's rotten flesh. Okay. So have this line. I feel like we could, because that's going to be a hallway. So that's going to have a wall. And so that gives us space here. So that means we can come this way. We can have the room be here. And it can come back like all the way to like there, bro. Like, right. And so like, hell yeah, okay. Not sure if it needs to be that big. It is kind of huge. It's kind of huge. I don't think it's that big of a kitchen, but we're gonna go with it, you know, we're gonna go with it. If I have to fill it in with some more decoration than there actually is, then so be it, you know, like, so be it. I can also always make it smaller. I suppose. Right? There's nothing stopping me from making it smaller. Okay, let's leave really quickly. Okay, so we have the main kitchen. The main kitchen is done, I think. Because it has that, like that furnace in it. How big is that furnace gonna be? Like 3 blocks? It doesn't leave very much room here. We might have to expand this by another 4 blocks. I can always shrink it. But I think having it a bit bigger would be good. I think that would be a good idea. Because I'd rather have to make it smaller than have to make it bigger. I'd rather be able to take away space than make space, you know? Because having to make space means you have to move everything else around. Taking away space just kind of means you have to build up a wall, and there might be some hollow space in between rooms that could be used but didn't get used, and that's okay. I'm fine with that. Okay, so that's the kitchen right there. That's definitely big enough. If it's not big enough, then I don't know what the hell I'm doing. Okay, so there's that kitchen, and then that kitchen has 2 doors. It has a door on this side, which will lead into a hallway, I think. I should probably just get up there so that I don't have to swim around, bro. That probably helps. Let's get up here and just drop down. Perfecto. Yeah. So it has a door, and if I remember correctly, oh wait, I remember now. That room is literally... Okay, it's coming back to me. I haven't played Little Nightmares like the entire game in a long time, so my apologies to everybody. That room is like right here. And then that room has a door that is a hallway. Okay, hold on. Great. Keep on changing things. Okay, how many? 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. We're gonna just do 20. Are we gonna do 20? No, we're not gonna do 20. We're gonna do like 15, I think. 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. That should equal 15. So if that's okay, so then let's get rid of this while I'm here. Perfect. Okay. And so now I need to take away 15 from this side to make room for that room. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So that's definitely enough room for that. And then that should leave enough room for the hallway. Yes, yes, yes. Let's get rid of that though. Okay, now upwards. Onwards and upwards. Meow. Okay, so means have this And if I remember correctly, that room starts like right about here. And then it's only about like maybe this wide or deep, I should say. Like, I'd say that's about it. I also just removed. Okay. So now we can come over here. Hideous upload. Welcome to the stream. Machinations am I constructing? I am constructing the maw from Little Nightmares. Currently working on the outline for the kitchen, which is a horrible, foul, wretched place in that game. Okay, let's pick up all this wood so it doesn't despawn. Okay. I think there's some wood over here that I can pick up too. Yeah, there's. So now we have the main kitchen. We have the secondary kitchen right here. We have enough room for the hallway, I'm pretty sure. Because if the hallway is like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, that leaves 1, 2, 3, 4. That leaves 4 to be the hallway. Yes. Okay. Yes. The hallway goes back here and leads somewhere. I don't remember where, but it leads somewhere. I'm pretty sure there's like a storage cabinet somewhere over here. Which I do have enough room for over there. And then over here is like the coolers, right? This is where the coolers are. If I remember correctly. I'm trying to think. I'm trying to remember from when I played the game. Because you go through the kitchen and then did you ever really go over there? So let's see, there's like the kitchen with all the pots and all the cooking, and then there's another area where the chefs are, where they're doing like all the dishes. And I don't know where that is. I would assume that it would be like, maybe it's behind the kitchen? I don't know. We'll figure it out. I think over here is where the like grinder and the coolers are though, and like the elevator that goes, you know, that stuff. think that's that stuff. So, but I think we start with the big kitchen. I think we should just finish that, and then we can build everything else around it, because we need a starting point. The mod just doesn't really have an actual layout. It's all over the place, really, and so we're gonna just what just played? Why is my... Hold on. Why the hell is my YouTube playing a video? What the frick? When did that happen? Okay. Let's fill this main room in with... Not with planks, actually, because... This is... What was the floor for those again? Oh, yes, I remember now. I remember what the floor for I was gonna use for that is. Which is unfortunate, because it's a freaking expensive-ass floor. Shelf. Yeah, it takes slabs and planks. We're going to just make a ton of those then. Jeez. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I can't believe I'm using this as a floor for this. It's actually insane. But it must be done. It must be done. It's the best looking, it's the closest looking floor. I don't even have a stack of this. I'm going to need so many of these. Oh dear lord. Alright, well. Because if we should probably, I kind of want to get this kitchen done so that I can find out if this is actually the right scale, or if this is just really, really big, you know? Like, this might just be really, really big. We're just gonna make this all into freaking planks. And then we're just gonna make, a ton of slabs as well, you know? Oh my god, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, okay. Empty my inventory of some stuff, bro. Get this crap out of here. Okay, where's the, there it is. Book. There we go. Okay, boom. There's those, and then, there's that, and that, boom, there we go, boom, and then, boom, and then we gotta make some more slabs, and then, boom. And then let's do this and that, and boom, and then make some more slabs, boom, put those there, that there, boom, that there, put that there, boom. Boom. Okay. That was so much wood that I just used, and I turned it into not even 2 full stacks. That is beautiful. You'll love to see it. I love to see that, truly. Now, the reason why I'm using these super expensive blocks is because there are hardly any blocks that look like yellowish tiles in Minecraft. There's bricks. There's a lot of bricks that you can use. There's in fact yellow bricks, but there's no like tiles. In fact, there's hardly any tiles of any color at this scale. Like, you could, you know, alternate blocks, like, you know, the classic kitchen design of alternating white and black blocks, whether it be concrete or wool or, you know, freaking coal and quartz, whatever you want to do. But those are like giant ass tiles, you know? If you want like actual normal sized tiles, this is really the only block I've found that matches that description. Unfortunately, it takes so much freaking wood to make. It's an obnoxious amount to make these. Where are these going? Can you not break those? Hold on. What? You need Silk Touch to harvest them? What? Since when? Mojang? What? What? What do you mean? What do you mean? Why would I? Why do I need Silk Touch to mine these? What do you? What? Why? Why, though? Why do I need... Like, at least give me some wood back or something. Don't just annihilate it from existence when I break it. What the frick, dude? What the hell? I don't know what to... I don't know what to say to that. I mean, I guess good to know. Kinda wish I knew it sooner. But why though? Why is that a thing though? Why? But why though? But why though? Okay, I guess I'm gonna have to go get more wood now because those things are so expensive, and because I broke a few of them and didn't get them back. Look, what? Why can't you break them with an axe and get it back? Like, I guess, is it consistency? Like, I guess you can't really break normal bookshelves without Silk Touch because they'll just break into books. But at least that gives you something back, right? Like, I feel like it's kind of crazy to just not give you anything. Give me my slabs back, bro. Like, what the frick? What? Okay then, I guess. I'm allowed, I can't speak. I just got a little lobotomized because of that, bro. That's crazy. Okay, let's, Okay. There's all my oak logs used up. Time to go do some deforestation, I guess. I am gonna plant all of these trees back really quickly, and this time I'm not gonna bone meal them, and I'm just gonna let them grow. And while I'm letting them grow, I'll go mine some trees out in the forest that I need to get rid of anyways. Okay. Out of the freaking thing. Why are you guys trying to drown yourselves? Why? Please stop. Stop drowning yourselves in the fountain. Oh my gosh. I'm going to... If you continue this, I will be the reason you die. Okay? Not the water. Jeez. Let me take a snooze in the inn really quickly. Did you just close the door on my face, bro? That's crazy. Disrespectful. I give you a freaking fortified village to live in, and you close the door on my face? Absolute disrespect. Let's mine these birch trees. I finally have a reason to use them. I don't really build with birch very often. Unless it's like to highlight a different type of wood, you know? So I never really mine it, but for blocks that I can use it for and it doesn't affect the look, like these bookshelves, it comes in real handy. Because it's probably the easiest wood to, like, harvest. Because it's never really too tall that you have to build up to get any of the wood. You don't ever get, like, big versions of birch. It is a nice tree. It is a nice looking tree. I like aspens, but I don't like the birch, like, planks. They're a little too light colored for me, I fear. I've always been a dark oak and spruce and oak guy. Don't even get, but if I had to choose between birch or aspen and, like, any other types of wood, besides oak, spruce, and dark oak, I probably would choose spruce, or choose aspen, because, like, what other options do you have? You have, like, jungle, which is just one of the, in my opinion, is one of the ugliest woods there has ever been in Minecraft. It's just such a weird color. And then, there's, like, what else is there? There's not really anything else. I guess there's pale wood now. That one's kind of cool. Acacia also doesn't look good, in my opinion. Alrighty, Cassie. Thank you for dropping by. Thank you for watching. I hope you have a good night and get some good rest. Sleep well. Mine all these. How much wood do I got? A few stacks, but not enough for what I'm doing. That up. No, the old doggo. I don't know who your owner is, but they should probably come grab you at some point. I know they won't, but they should. Okay, let's see. Okay, I'm getting there. I'm getting to a place where I think I'll have enough wood to finish the floor. And if I could finish the floor with the birch and the oak and not have to dip into the spruce, that would be great, because that would leave me enough, like, the spruce to do the decorating, like the tables and the counters and stuff. Which is kind of something I want to do, so... that would be cool. Okay, let's go. I think that should be enough. We have what, 1, 2, 3, 4. I think 4 stacks should be enough. I would hope. Maybe not, but we'll see. We'll hope that it is. Spruce is still growing, so I can't harvest any of that right now, but I will at some point once it's fully grown. Nummy carrot. Okay. Let's get to work. There we go. That should be enough to finish this, I would hope. We can hope. Make sure to break them with the silk touch. This, and let's go up and actually do this. The white guy, welcome to the stream. You see me? Where the hell are you? How do you see me? Are you in my walls? mouse keeps on double clicking the right click button, and it's... Damn. Ooh, I should have filled the walls in, bro. What you get when you have hollow walls. Ah well. I hope you enjoy the company of the brown recluse spider infestation that is also in there. Could you, while you're in there, could you tell them to please stop coming out and climbing on my computer while I'm playing? That would be great. Yeah, I mean, they seem pretty chill whenever I see them, but I'm like forced to kill them because they literally walk out into my field of view and like onto my stuff, you know, like we kind of got a don't mess with me and I won't mess with you kind of relationship, right? So like if they could just stop messing with me, that would be great, because that would mean I could stop messing with them. Yo, thanks. I appreciate it, bro. I appreciate it. You're a real one. You're a real one. Okay, well, that still wasn't enough to finish the floor, but it was something. It was we almost got there, which is crazy. We used so much wood to get to that point. That is insane. But we have enough to start doing the decorating. So that's good. That's good. Just gotta get all the spruce now. And I've gotta remember what I used for the walls. What did I use for the walls? I think I used diorite, if I remember correctly. So I think we gotta go grab some diorite. Yeah. I'm gonna need a buttload of this diorite, which means I definitely don't have enough. Alright, diorite. Right, here is the diorite, all the diorite that I have. And now we make it polished diorite. Yo, I was wondering if you want to join my Discord server. I'd be down. Can't say I'll stay in it for too long. We'll see, depending on the vibes of it. But if you wanna invite me, you can definitely do that. Of course, again, if you need to get my Discord username or send me your Discord username, do that through the business email. And I don't know if... I hope YouTube works with links. one can hope that it'll let a link go through. Okay, any diorite down here? I forgot to bring torches again. That's on me. Well, there's diorite up there. Is there any diorite that's easier to get to? No? Not really? Okay. Let's mine some of this stuff up. Let's see. It's over here. So let's build up here. I kind of want that torch up here so that I can see what I'm doing. Okay, now just mine this. Mine all this diorite. Just got some fish sticks. Hell yeah. Love that. Alright, I think that's probably good. Let's grab all this diorite and then we'll either look for another batch of diorite or say we look for one more batch, maybe. This batch right there, but I'd like a batch that isn't on the ceiling. That would be nice. Like right there, for instance, in the wall. Perfect. torch to do this though. Diggy diggy hole. I am a dwarf and I'm digging a hole. Diggy diggy hole. Diggy diggy hole. Or it's crazy to me that the Yogscast, who I used to watch a ton as a kid, is like brought back their Minecraft series. I can't remember the name of the series, but they brought back their famous Minecraft series, and I was like, bro, what? Legit hit me with a dose of nostalgia. It's like, what the frick is this? Six, 62, 63, 64. There we go. We're gonna call it there. Oh wait. Wait, can I just?
Can I tell me what you're doing? Finishing this fight.
Yeah, I can. Bro, you did not need to say that. That is a wild thing to say upon coming back. But you really didn't though. You didn't have to say that, man. Didn't have to do all that. But you know, it's alright. Yo, okay, I messed that up. Yo, gosh. Ow, ow. I got the diorite for the walls. Now it's time. Let's start on this wall. Will do. If you did send your Discord, by the way, in the chat, it probably got censored by YouTube. Because I did not get did not appear in chat. But if you sent it to, hold on, check. Let me check that. Fresh login. Check this. Yeah, I'll have to. You might have to like put some spaces in between some of the stuff in the username. Write this down. Let me take notes. We got. Is that an underscore? I'm assuming that's an underscore, not a dash. B. Alright. Note has been taken. Now we delete the evidence from the chat. Put it up to there for them. And then I think the door is around there, yeah. Will do. That's where the door is, except there isn't a door, actual door, there's just the door frame, so I can do the 3. And then there's like a little hatch here, weirdly enough. But also, the hatch is actually higher up, and so is the door because of the wood. So hold on, we gotta do this. I remember there was like wood steps leading up, I think, correctly. Addy Productions, what's good? Welcome to the stream. Okay, now we just build the wall. Simply build the wall. I guess I do have enough, I have plenty of diorite in mind. I mean, let's see, how tall is the room actually gonna be? I think it's gonna be about this tall. Yeah, about that tall. The ceiling will be there. So it'll end up being 5 blocks tall. Okay, so that being the case, that's the wall done. And now, so let's go sleep in the bed really quickly. Be a spider. Spider is swimming. Yeah, so now, okay, now we have to go get the spruce. Gotta get the spruce. To get the spruce, we gotta empty our inventory a little bit first. Because the inventory is full of stuff. NK Cat, hello, welcome to the stream. How you doing? Yeah, the nauseating portal. I wonder if there's a way to turn off the spinning of the nether portal. You would think so. Oh, my bad, my bad. That is my bad, G. I'm glad you're doing good, though. Okay, why am I here? What am I here for again? Spruce. That's right. For spruce. We are here for the spruce trees, which not very many have grown. I am building the mob. A very different version of the mob, because I realized halfway through that building the entire mob both is a humongous undertaking, which I already am doing a humongous undertaking, but it would be like 3 times more difficult than what I'm currently doing, and also might physically be impossible to build all of it because there isn't really a floor plan for the mob. There's just kind of a general areas. Well, I'm building the dome part of the maw, which is the part that like peeks out of the water, out of copper, and then I'm gonna build the kitchens and the like the coolers and stuff. And the idea is that I will be able to make it into a functional like mob farm, so that it will actually have a function as well. And then maybe also an iron farm in there as well, like by the engines and whatever, maybe. I don't know. But I think I took all my bones over to the frick. Damn, that's unfortunate. Which means I only have this amount of spruce right now. But I don't think I'm gonna be able to build like an actual like truly accurate interior, because that would be crazy. wood. Yeah, I think there's just so many random things in the mod that don't make any sense why they're there. Like, they don't have any purpose. Why would they be on a giant ship, you know? But I feel like that fits into the whole Little Nightmares world very well. With the big, like, it twisting and turning and having things where it shouldn't be. It fits the world very well. Same with, like, the signal tower. That thing makes no sense. But that's, like, the whole point. Let's grab the crafting table so that I can bring that up there with me. The 3D model with all the rooms, like, where they usually would be very cool, though. A Little Nightmare in Minecraft. I should say the entire nowhere. Damn, the entire of the nowhere? That's a freaking huge ass undertaking, my man. Gotta let me know when you finish that, because I am very interested to see that. Okay, let's make some stairs and some slabs. And let's, is my phone dead? It's getting close to being dead. Where's my tablet then? My tablet probably has more battery than I can put the images on. Let's see. Oh, hell yeah, the map from Little Nightmares 3. That's a big brain, but Little Nightmares kitchen. Bro, I swear the stuff I see when I look stuff up on my iPad is so different from the stuff I look up on my phone. I just looked up Little Nightmares kitchen and it just gave me actual pictures of, like, restaurant kitchens. It's not what I want. Okay. Little Nightmares kitchen. Alright. Let's look at this room, this part. I think this is kind of... Okay, because there's, like, the stairs there. Right? There's the stairs there. And we can do, like, that, maybe. Maybe that would work for the stairs, and then there's furnace, like just a wall of ovens. So we can't do that yet, but then like, across the way there's another oven. It looks like another oven on the side of that oven. So like, let's say the oven is here, maybe. How much space needs to be? Maybe 4 blocks, maybe 3. Hold on. And maybe like, what if I do that? Like, well, actually, let's do this, and then ovens here. And then another, it's just even more ovens. They have so many ovens in this kitchen. Oh, hell yeah, that's dope. Okay, so then I'll like 4 here. This is gonna be a table that like right there, maybe. It lines up with that one, so other way. It is longer, so like maybe like. Oh wait, hold on. I'm not gonna have enough room for the. Okay, hold on. Let's move this over maybe a little bit. Maybe like let's put that like there. And then this right there. And then this one. It's like that. Maybe just this actually. Hold on. Using creative and no build height limit, but no major mods. I mean, that's very impressive. Are you good? So you guys aren't using like the Axiom mod or world editor or anything? I feel like that would be freaking crazy to do without that stuff. Okay, well, if that's the case, then where are the stairs in relation? Well, I think they are like right there. I think that's more like it. So then that means that this is here. And then this is where the doorway is at. Right? Like that. And then the ovens go here. And I don't really... What goes over there? What's over there? More ovens, perhaps? Is it more ovens over there? There's not very many images of it. If I really wanted to, I probably could like actually open Little Nightmares and like look through the areas and stuff, but like maybe I'll do that tomorrow. See what the kitchen looks like. Just take a ton of screenshots. Actually, I might just do that for the decorating. I might just take a ton of screenshots of like what rooms connect to what rooms, honestly. Actually, just because kind of confusing with just images that you search up, so I have to. I mean, when you're building something that big, I don't really think I feel like Axiom and World Editor are kind of like a necessity. Like that, if you're not using it at that point, it's just kind of like you're just giving yourself a handicap that you should definitely use the tools if you can, because it'll save you a ton of time. So no judgment there. Okay, so that means there's just a ton of stoves here, I think, And there's the big thing in the middle that looks like a fish head. And what color is the fish head? Is it white? It's white. So like, I guess I could use diorite, like not polished diorite, but like actual diorite, maybe for the fish head. That could work. That could work. I think that could work, yeah. Where the frick did y'all come from? Did y'all come from up above? Up on that platform? Probably. That would make sense. Do you have any coal in these chests? No? Frick. Oh. Damn, you guys are freaking putting in work on that. It's freaking dope as hell. You know, I really wish there was an actually, like, good Little Nightmares mod for Minecraft. I'm gonna be real. Cause there's, like, a ton of, like, Five Nights at Freddy's ones. There's like, a few Bendy ones. There's Poppy Playtime ones. But there's no Little Nightmare mods that aren't either really freaking old, or there's that one that is like really cool but it's outdated and it's for Bedrock only. I want some cool Java Little Nightmares mods that adds the monsters and has them act intelligently or whatever, like in the games. Dark Galaxy, welcome back, my mans. We built some walls, and I'm trying to figure out the internal layout of the kitchen. And it is a struggle. I think I'm gonna grab a ton of stone and just make a ton of furnaces to put as the stoves for right now. So I think that's what I'm gonna do real quick. I believe when we are done, he's posting this as an official map for Java. Hell yeah. That's awesome. Okay, where's some cobblestone? I think I can also get out of this polished stuff, so let's the crafting table is up there. Okay, so and yes, it is size accurate up to nowhere. Hell yes, bro. The winds just keep coming. Okay, so we've got stove. That's 2 stoves. Stove. And then, is that another stove? It looks like another stove. Yeah, that's another stove. So then it's stove. And then I don't see anything else there. So that must mean it's a table. I mean, who puts 4 stoves in a row, right? Like, I ask as if the layout of this game makes any sense, actually. My bad. Okay, so let's just do that for right now. I'll get some in-game screenshots tomorrow that I can actually go off of. Let's put just like a block of spruce, maybe like that. That's 1, 2, 3. I'd say 3 stoves. 1, 2, 3, and then there's like a corner, but that doesn't really match up. So we are going to put 4 stoves. Then we're gonna do that because why not? Hold on, let's make some stairs. Boop. There we go. And then I assume that there's, I mean, that looks like a stove. And then that looks like, I don't even know what that looks like. I guess that looks like a counter, and then we're just gonna say a stove, counter, stove. That's what we're gonna say. But we're gonna make that counter a little bit bigger, actually. We're gonna make it too wide. You know, this would change a lot if I actually made it be each one of these, like 2 furnaces equals 1 stove. I could do that. That would mean I'd have to put 2 furnaces here. 2 furnaces here. Furnace here, and then a furnace here. That might work better. I feel like that would take up more space and make it a bit more compact and make it, you know, less open. We're gonna try it. We're gonna try that. So stove. Thing. Right, because there's really only 1 stove there, and maybe another 2 stoves there. Stove there. I need more furnaces. Because these aren't actually gonna be furnaces when I'm done. They're gonna be like a campfire with a hopper minecart with a block pushed into it so that it looks like an actual stove and it has smoke coming out of it. So hopefully so then that's that, and then this goes here with that going there, but then that needs to be, oh wait, also boop. And then that goes there. This is like this, and that goes there. I need more stairs. More stairs. Like that. There we go. And then this one. So that's a thing. And then is there like an open bit? No. And there's this one. That, and then this could be bigger this way. Maybe a bit bigger this way. Like this. Big table. Oh, whoops. That, maybe? That. The layout is starting to come together. It is. Like, I can tell the layout is starting to match. sort of. Like it's a rough shape of it is coming together. But also, it's kind of hard to imagine at the same time. It's easy to imagine it, and yeah, hard to imagine it at the same time. Okay, so there's that table, and then after that table, what happens after that table? I can't, because after you go there, run past that. Where do you go after that again? There's just some boxes, and then it leads to the stairs, right? Because I'm pretty sure there's like some boxes here. Because what you do when you play the game, there's the kitchen room with the one table and the stuff behind here, and you have to like, and he goes, and you start in this hallway, and you come through the doorway, and he's chopping meat, and you come and you hide under one of the tables here, and then he comes back and he chops, or he grabs some more meat, he goes back, he chops the meat at that table, you make a break for it, hide under, like, I don't know, a freaking cabinet or something, wait for him to go back and chop the meat again, right? Or do you hide under the table that he's chopping the meat at? I can't remember, but it's something like that, and then you end up over here. So I think you do hide under the table that he's chopping the meat at, and then you end up over here with his little hole. Right, whoops, hold on. Yeah! Check this out. Boom. I'm just so good. Okay, well, I just took out a ton of my torches. Right? Whoops. Anyways. You go through this little hole that has like some boxes blocking it, right? So that you can hide, and then you freaking, if I remember correctly, if I'm looking at this, yeah, and then you run and you hide under this table. So really, this should be a corner table. Like this. Like that. Because I can't really fit the giant ass thing that would fit a dude there, you know. I can't put 2 stairs there. That would be too big. So you do that, you hide under there, and then you run and you slide and you hide under this one. And then there's some boxes that you hide behind, or you like run and hide behind these boxes, right? And then you make a break for it, and there's like some stairs right here. And then you run up the stairs, run over to this cabinet, climb up, and then you go into the rafters. I think it's close enough that it'll pass for the game. We just gotta have faith, and I need to know where those stairs are. I think if I was to guess, the stairs would be. So you go here, and then I think you run. I think you run and hide under these boxes, right? Let me see. Is there an image that I can look at that tells me this? Yeah, there's some boxes directly behind this table that you hide behind. And then the stairs are literally like right here. Those are the stairs. And then there's like some cabinets and stuff there. There are other stairs? There's other stairs. Yeah, there's more stairs over here. So there's the cabinets and stuff, and then there's more stairs. We'll make the stairs like 4 wide, maybe 3 wide actually. Make them 3 wide. Boom, like that. Those are the 2 stairs. Hold up. Wait a minute. Wait just a minute. How much space is there between those stairs and the wall? Quite a lot of space, but I feel like, I don't know. No, we'll do this. We'll do 2 away from the wall. Something cool about our nowhere project is that we don't just leave the right side blank or a big wall or ideas for the right side of the map. That's awesome. That's hella cool. Because, yeah, like in the kitchen, you don't ever see this wall, right? So, I'm gonna have to figure something out for this. Probably gonna replicate kind of what they have going on in this wall, where they have, like, those vents with the light shining through. Probably put a few of those on this wall. And then maybe I'll put a closet in here or something. A supply closet. And then I think we can do that. I think we can do that a bit. Like that. And then we can just actually, yeah, you double the amount of blocks you get when you do slabs, so let's just use slabs for this. Let's break this and that back down. Already working on Altered Echoes. Bro, that game just came out, didn't it? Didn't that game come out literally like 2 days ago or something? That's insane. Okay. Cabinets there. And then you run this bit. Those are the cabinets. And then, oh wait, what? It's tile there? Oh frick, I didn't realize it was tile there. That's my bad. Hold on. Hold up. Okay, hold up. Okay. And it's actually pretty, I'm gonna be real, it's pretty thin of a walkway up here. Actually, the door is like right here. So we're gonna break all these slabs. Which means we don't need this stuff. I forgot. I need to use Silk Touch. Oh no. They're all gone. I just, oh frick, dude. Frick. I gotta mine all these so slowly. I would love to play and beat Altered Echoes, but fortunately, I do not have a VR headset. Did just play Reanimal recently though, and that was it took Little Nightmares and it was like Little Nightmares on crack, bro. It was crazy. Which is wild, because I thought Little Nightmares was like, damn, these kids are going through it. This is a freaking crazy world. And it is a crazy world. But then I played Reanimal, I was like, this is freaking messed up, dude. Alrighty, Ink Cat, I assume it's pronounced. Because I'm pretty sure that's an I, right? Ink Cat. Have a good day or night. Eat. depending on where you are and what time zone you are in. And thank you for joining the stream for a little bit. Appreciate it. Bro, I'm gonna get arthritis from how much I have to hold down on my mouse to mind these things. I mean, there was quite a few animals, although some of them I don't think were really animals anymore. That giant bird section, bro, where you legit just shoot a giant bird with artillery is crazy. It is a fun wordplay on reanimate and animal, though. For sure. I enjoyed it. There was just one section of that game where I played it with my brother, who has played some crazy games, and he's like a World War II buff. And so he's like, knows all about that stuff, and for frick's sake, bro. That one section of the game, which I won't spoil or talk about on stream here, it freaking was, even he was like, bro, what the frick? What the frick are we doing here? What is this game? Damn, 100% in 27 hours. That's impressive as hell. Alrighty, good night. Have a good one. I appreciate it, my mains. Need to get an axe that has freaking silk touch, because this is ridiculous how long it takes to mine these. I'm being real. This is utterly ridiculous. There we go. Wait, no, that's not where I'm supposed to put those. Whoops. Alrighty. Well, I don't know why I keep on running up the stairs when I can just do this. Oops. Well, honestly, this is pretty good. The wall is here, so it's not as big of a room as I thought it was. Honestly, pretty damn good. I just have to put the thing here, eventually make the walls taller, and, you know, get rid of the iron farm. But yeah, this is pretty good. Pretty good. I see the vision now. I see it. However, with that, I have been streaming for how long? Almost 3 hours now, and I'm freaking tired. So I'm going to, and I want to animate some more today. So I'm gonna probably call it there. Thank you all so much for watching the stream. Are there phantoms about to attack me? No. Thank you all so much for watching the stream and chatting and joining me on this freaking mess of a journey to build this thing that I have no idea what I'm doing. But thank you so much, and I hope to see you again soon. I'll talk to you all later. Have a good day or night, depending on where you are and what time zone you are in. And with that, bye-bye!